Let's see how this goes. Alright, and save. We are doing customs today. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the quality should be better today. Should be 880 or 1080 ping. Let's see. Yeah. Looks about right. I decided to start the stream early because I do have to go to a dinner today. So I thought, hey, let's get it early. What in the world? Cyborg? Is this new? This is new, right? It's gotta be, right? Yeah, it is new. He's so big. They did Booyah so terrible, bro. Do they have the Mustang back yet? Mustang. Where you at? They don't. They still have the Challenger in there. Wow. Alright. Alright, Blockman, are you online? Get you in here. I'll start by warming up first. Guys, we were at 120 or 320 subscribers yesterday whenever I got off, and now we're at 346. Hey Block, can you let me know how the picture is? Like, is it good? The video quality? Should be better. Still haven't fixed that bug. See that lag spike? That's crazy. Only shotgun? I guess we can have it. She's at 1 HP, bro. Right when I run out of ammo. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, we got that. Open the message. Alright, we are also at... Oh, shit. I'll reboot, guys. I'll reboot. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, I know, no. Back off, back off. I can buy their reboots. Just really not backing off. Great. Alright, that's one. Just wait for the other one. Shit. I'll get you at the one over here. Card. There we go. Run, Daddy Longley, run! Give me a shotgun? No? Okay. Guys, we might actually need to go to Hill Off, so collect kills. This team's pretty good. Oh, yep. Great way to start my day, man. Great way to start my day. It's all good, bro. They're rebooting, man. There's nothing we can do. GG's. GG's. Alright, chat. We're doing a custom. What game mode do you guys want to do right now? OG? Because I think that's the main priority right now. Is OG. So, OG Season 4, 0 build, make sure it's on 0 build, and the custom key is 4321, and then just ready up. It's on solos. Oh wait, hold on. Select. Now I can put the custom key in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait, hold on. It's actually got to be a different code. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about that one? There we go. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the code. I'm going to put it in chat. This is the official code. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the code. I will start when we got at least one other person. We got 4 people watching. Alright, chat, the code is 1234 Fortnite OG 0 build. Type that in if you guys want to play. Dang, we got 9 people watching right now. I think Grasshopper sent me a friend invite. Yeah. I don't know who Wild Child is. Guys, you gotta comment in the comments if you added me, so I know who you are. Otherwise, I'll just be sitting here with nobody. Doesn't look like anybody wants to do the custom. Nobody's really online right now either. I guess we're just gonna play some Reload for now. If you guys want to play, just comment and let me know. Anybody can play. That's weird. Alright. That's really weird. I have to restart my game. Come on, Fortnite. Come on, Fortnite.
Yeah, if you're going, be ready to get that control.
Come on, Fortnite. Should be good now. Alright, we're good. We are good, chat. We should be able to go now. We're gonna get some zero build in real quick until people want to join. And then we'll do some customs later. We just gotta get enough people in to do customs, you know? It's hard to do with just 2 people. So let's get some reload in. Let's see if I can play as a squad. Still haven't fixed it yet. Still have not fixed it yet. Yeah, so I got Unreal on that season, but for whatever reason, the glider just will not be given to me. Yo, anybody got a mic? Look, there's shields up there. I wonder if I can pop one. Oh, I can. That's cool. Appreciate that. Wait, these don't break? That's great. What about? Nope, not that either. Okay, cool. Salone, strike, or burst. I'm not even really good with bursts. Probably just give it to my teammates. Yo, who wants this mythic burst? Y'all can have it. Bet. Give me 1 second, I'll be there. Stay on the rooftops, I guess. Oh my gosh. So many walls they can hide behind. I'm going to circle so that you guys can survive. Kinda like a suicide bomber right now, bro. I don't have anything, bro. No shotguns. Finally, I got a shotgun. Ooh, this team got me. Right when I get a shotgun, man. Come on. And we are getting dogged on all game, bro. I'll be over there in a second. Just gonna grab this SMG. Got one. Oh my god, I'm getting killed. Third party. I got him for 33. Hi, how are ya? GG's, guys. If anybody wants to play, just let me know in the comments, guys. I got you. This guy slides a lot. Chat, how many kills did I get that match? Can't remember. I think it's like 6. Wasn't a lot. Are we landing? Chat, if you guys want to play, let me know. Just put your username in the comments and add me. I got you. Anybody can play. It doesn't matter who you are. Later we will be Later we will be doing customs. It's way too early for this shit, man. Way too early. And I lost all 5 viewers. That's great. It's all good. Oh, we got someone here. Probably shooting RPGs and shit. I got a heal, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, shit I can do with 30 HP. $76 on that kid. Ain't no way I whipped that bad, bro. Got Penny. 1 HP on this guy. Reloading. Oh no. Run, Grievous, run! close. I don't like you. Found you. Oh, he had a purple pistol? Stuff trash. I'm coming, guys, I'm coming. Oh, I got one down. He's reviving. Guys, we might need to rotate out. Leave these kids alone. GG's. That works too. That's a whole nother team. Nice. I haven't used that gun in so long. Tilted it is. Or not tilted. Pleasant. Jesus. How's everybody's day been today, chat? See some happy people in that. I might be dead. Unless this kid gets greedy. Oh, he's got a Zen. That's great. That's good to know. Yep. Bro just sucks up the loot automatically. He's got scroll wheel or he's got a Zen. I don't see anything. Oh, kids on top of that roof. Get that kid 30 out of the sky. Got him. Bro's at like 60 HP. Oh my god, I thought he was behind the door. So many footsteps here. What is up with my controller? It's like no vibration. He's upstairs. You got this, bro. There's so many squads here, bro. We just need to chill. I'm just walking with it. Good stuff, bro. Oh, I can just crawl through. Nice. Oh, yeah, that works too. Oh, he's already down. Oh, where did he go from? Just go to circle, guys. There's a care package over here and it's for you guys. Come get it. Nobody's over here. Free loot. Full loadout right there, guys. Go, bro, go. Oh, wrong way. Jesus. Right now the sprint couldn't do anything. Oh, man, there's so many teams, bro. 31 people at this small of a circle? Jesus. We're gonna get surge in this. Fuck it, I might just go storm camp. This shit's ridiculous. Stick with tan. Or tant. Or not. Right on time. How did you die? Did he shoot you through a wall? Oh, that was crazy. I ran and got that sniper, bro. I'm dead, bro. He's gonna try to finish me, though. He's in that bush. God, I hate bush campers. He goes for me first thing, bro. This guy's got some sort of visual. Finish him, finish him. Fuck that kid. Oh yeah, guys, we got champagne. Yeah, get in here, boys. We gotta move. Inside the shed. What is this game, bro? through the wall again, bro. Yeah, that kid's got something, bro. He's shooting through the walls. And it's the same kid, yeah. That's the one that shot that one teammate of ours through the wall. That's crazy work right there, man. I mean, just look at this. He's literally tracking these players. '91 right there, bro. Couldn't really show much, but oh well. That's reload for you. Still think it's crazy how there's 31 people left in that circle. Let's play something I'm actually good at. I hope I have enough gold for this. These answers are so weird without the music. If anybody wants to play, let me know. Just type your username in the comments and add me. I'll get you in. I just want to crow some people. I've always wondered why you can kick these, but you can't hit them with your pickaxe. At least they float, and that's accurate. Yo, what is this visual glitch with my pickaxe? Oh, not my pickaxe, my glider. There we go, it's normal now. Maybe my chat's bugged. Hold on, let me reload my chat. 'Cause I haven't had anybody comment anything yet, I don't think. That's weird because these kids normally are right on top of it. Alright. It's reloaded, so it should be good now. Watch how much you want to bet I'm going to get third partied right here. Off spawn. I only have enough gold to buy one though, which is the bad part. How to do bro dirty like that, man. I didn't want to. Just leave me alone, man. Let me get my stuff in peace. I like the hyper burst better. Kill switch does more though. Didn't mean to do that. It's all good though. Don't tell me she left behind any capes. Oh, she couldn't even open B. No. I was about to say, is it not gonna let me open it? Maybe I should keep them apart. Alright, I'm gonna come back for A. I think there might be some capes in there. But until then, I'm gonna go see if I can find a spire. There's not one nearby. That's just great. There's usually one right there. I need to find some people to. New crows, don't mind if I do. Come back for the old ones and combine them into a cape later. Probably need to. Alright, island should spawn after the circle closes. And I'm gonna race for that too. Yeah, Superman's spawning now. I need to get at least some damage. Wait, I can be Superman. Holy shit. I'm like right here on top of it. This thing's slow as hell. Come on. Superman, Superman, do everything that I can. I'm going for that medallion kid as soon as I get Soupy. Come on, Soupy. Oh wait, we could go for... No, I'm not gonna do the island because I can't even equip anything with Superman. Chat, let's cook. Let's kill this medallion kid. Hopefully he doesn't kill me. Where's he at? He's on the island. Great. Like a heat-seeking missile, man. Come on. Give us some. Yep, there he is. I see him. Oh, he's smart. This kid's smart. This kid's real smart. Why is everybody trying to get me? Let's do that right now. Third party. Wow, that wasn't even the kid with the medallion. Don't you just love solos, man? Come on. Ugh. Let's see what someone said. Filtering service error. What does this kid want? Yo, what you want, grasshopper? Yo. Alright, man. I'm trusting you on this, alright? Alright, man. So you've learned your lesson, right? Alright, man. I got you. Dude, we're only 210 levels apart. Fortnite's not your dream job. Yo, what up, The Block? How you doing, man? Yo, you should have seen it earlier. We had 9 viewers in here at the same time, bro. And they were constantly... Yeah. That's Bigfoot, bro. We can play whatever you want, bro. Let's go. How much gold you got? Alright. You're buying everything for me. Yep. Yep. That's funny, right? Yeah. I wasn't able to get my gold capes last game, so I just... Oh, yeah? See how many I'm up to. 434? No, I mean the season ends in 2 weeks. Yeah. Ends in August. It wasn't short. It's been fast because Blitz is in the game. You know. Tell me about it, bro. I didn't even feel like it was actually here until, you know, a couple weeks ago. I was like, damn, this is really the season. Go outside and touch grass. Man, mind your own business, bro. Come on now. Why you gotta hate, man? I'm just trying to have fun and everybody's in here hating. I don't know. I think he's talking about me. You're just a hater. You're just a hater. Thanks for the comments, bro. I don't know if you know that. Mod spam, that's crazy. I'm thinking about it, though. I mean, all of his comments, you know, I mean, it just helps the channel. Because YouTube sees it as connection, you know? Yo, right, we got a hot drop, bro. Hot drop. Oh yeah? Because I had I had the kill switch. Hey, Grasshopper, land over here, bro. I just realized I cannot get anything, bro. Is he watching the stream? Well, he has to add me, then I can add him back. There's a pinned comment that tells you how. Oh. One console. Do you guys take turns? These bodies are way easier than the ones I was just in. You got this. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Thanks, bro. Tell him to read the pinned comment. It tells you exactly how to get added. Hey, let's go. Hey, come on, bro. Let's go. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta do something real quick. I put that kid on a timeout for 10 minutes. Because, you know. Yeah, because I can do that, you know. I said, no. Oh yeah, I can ban him. I can put him on a timeout. I can stop him from even commenting on the channel. Basically, yeah. I ain't banning him just yet because there's no... Hey, how much gold you got, you said? Hey, come over here and buy this for me and you can have everything in here. I need you to buy the cape and the gloves, and then you can have the shotgun. Appreciate it. Yo, I'm liking the side of you, bro. Oh yeah. You can have the pistol, I don't care. I just like the DMR, that's the only one I really care about. Everything else you can have, bro. You can buy it at Utopia. I really need to get my my money up. You know, I got my funny up, but not my money. That's up to you, bro. I'm good. That's what I want. He's a little far. I mean, yoink. What time is it? It's 10:30. Okay. Rough estimate. I got a dinner I have to be at here soon. But They're in the dirt, bro. I'm gonna stand right here. I'm a good boy. I'll stand right here. Oh my god, he has a boss. What, did your mom buy you that? Alright, let's go to the island. The island. It's bright. There's some kids back here. Yeah, let's go fight those kids. They're shooting at us. Yeah, I got all this ammo. You got everything, bro. Everything. I just want the gold. Alright, let me drive, let me drive, let me drive. I'll show you how to drive. Heck yeah. Yeah, no. We still gotta get the medallion. We can do that after. The Superman's gonna die sometime. Here, you go safe. You go get safe. I'm gonna fight him, alright? You do whatever you want, just stay away from him, you know. Don't want you to die. I got the medallion. I'm coming to you. Come here, Mr. Grasshopper. Yep, I got the medallion. I just snatched it from him. He did all the work just for me to snatch it. You good? Yep. Utopia. The Utopia. Oh yeah, everybody can have one, bro. It's like a 4-person thing. It's like right here, this first building. Yep, you just gotta go up. Yeah, he has 4 in stock, so if you have a full squad, all 4 people can get it. Come on, boy. He's right there. It's the 3rd one over. It looks like a aiming button. If you have DMR expert, you can get it. There you go. You got one too? Ain't no way, bro. I can't slide like I want to. Alright, I'm coming. Let's go fight some real kids. These bots are getting real annoying. I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm good. He's just stuck. No, it's your DMR. It's hard to shoot with it. He's gonna push you. Hi, Mr. Banana. No, you're good, bro. That's all you. I don't care about kill stealing. As long as it's not like blatantly. Oh, yeah. All these boxes look like. I mean, it's easy to do that if you have a bot lobby. You can just let them keep rebooting. Yeah, let me get my car. You'll find out how to resist. You can actually put your car in all three of these. So can I do some drifting around here? Yeah, we'll go over there, reboot it out. Hold up, there was gold back there. Gold. Good boy. Dude, that was freaking hilarious, man. Coming flying out of nowhere acting like they gonna do something. Yeah, you got that. I got the refresh. Come on, disappear so I can get this chug jug. My car's up here. We got a better car. I like Lambo over Porsche any day. Yeah, let's fight these kids. There ain't no way, bro. That was sick. It's like as soon as he got out of the air, you just hit him, bro. Bro, you keep playing Fortnite, you're gonna be cracked. Yo, what in the world? I mean, I don't even need base boost gloves anymore. I mean, I can just carry 2 medkits, just in case. Or 2 big pots. Man, those are chug jugs. Clip it, bro. That stuff like that, bro. That's the stuff you gotta clip, and then you gotta post it. You don't need one, bro. You can just post it on Xbox or PlayStation. Well, I'm live streaming, so I'm always recording. I can post it. Why does it always go into pro mode after I get out of the car, bro? Like, what is this? I have to switch to my DMR so it doesn't do that. Yeah, I got him. Both of the medals. I didn't really need it, but rude awakening just got a rude awakening. I didn't really try on the design too much, but you know. Yeah, maybe. Oh shit, we don't have a tire. Our tires. Yeah. And I'm still driving okay. Man, that thing's a piece of junk. See if Prem said he has another one. There's one right there. You might get what? Clicks? Oh yeah. Thought I heard you right. There's only 2 squads left, bro. Get the dub. Looks like someone's a bot. They didn't land there and get that, bro. Wait, is that gold? You know, for a while they took it out where you couldn't spam honk at people. Like after a while you just couldn't do it. No, they made it where you couldn't honk after you honked so many times. But it was like a 30-second cooldown. Give me the gold. Alright, we should be good without a car the rest of the game. I mean, you're slow, but I'm not, because I got the medallion. I'm just checking the corners. If we win, which we are gonna win, you guys have to like the stream. Dude, have you looked at our loadouts? There ain't nobody in this lobby that could kill us. Oh, good. This is gonna be fun. Come here, boy. Come here, Mr. Mustard. Why are you running for, huh? He's gonna get himself stuck in there. Hey, let me take care of him. I got him. I hit him for 44 somehow. Goodbye, my friend. Here, let me shake some ass real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh. Superman? I thought you were gonna say Superman. So how's the video quality now? I upgraded. Oh, Series X? Let's go. Let's go. I don't think people would stream snipe me, you know. I'm not that big of a creator. True. Alright, I only have 644 gold. You know, you're so much better now that you don't scream about everything, bro. Like, I'm serious. The clouds, man, why are they so dark? Hot drop. I don't, not really. I got a kid for, why is he just running in place? That kid was running in place. I got 669. Okay, those are there? I only need to buy the crows. I got the cape, I just need those. I don't know where all the other kids were, like, at today, you know? You're supposed to be doing the customs. Give me a second, I'll figure it out. Oh, he's right here, he's not a bot. Yeah. Yeah, I seen that you were running in place. Wait, now I was just in the floor, bro. He lag spike put me in the floor. No. I was just gonna get the crow and then get up there. I can open it now though. Should we carry crypto treats and just throw them at people? Like just spam them. I bought the cape. I got everything I need. It's not hard to hit your shots when you get a crow, you know? You can have everything but the big pot. Yo, can someone in the chat let me know if they can hear him? I need to know if they can hear you. Because I'm trying to get it set up to where they can hear you and me. And I could turn it up. Yeah, let me see. Let's see if I can turn it up a little. Alright, talk now. I should be able to hear you. Yeah. Alright, talk now. I can't hear you at all, dude. I don't know why. I have no clue. I mean, we're on party chat, right? Do we need to be in game channel? Let's try game channel, see if that works. Alright, I'll try it now. Do we need to be in game channel? Give me 1 second, bro. I'll try it now. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. It's not working. Superman's trash, bro. I'm carry his teammate. I was gonna carry him. Where did he go? We gotta figure out where he went though. Because his teammate spawns right above. Oh, he's over here. Alright, we can go now. In the Wambo. Oh yeah. That was the Nitro season. Yeah, I got it. I just don't like the Tesla Cybertruck. Alright, to the island we go. Tell me how that did not break. Yo, chat, can you let me know if you guys can hear Grasshopper? Well, we have 5 viewers, but none of them are really chatting much at all. I know one of them are you. You might not want to push. You can, but he has to. I don't know. I appreciate you asking that. Yeah, she bugged. I did too much damage to her. You good? Where's Flora at this time? Oh, there she is. The sky is falling down. Face reveal? Probably whenever I hit 1,000,000 subscribers. Face reveal? I try to be anonymous, bro. That's the reason why I don't use my voice in my videos. I'm not big enough for people to care about my face, dude. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? That was my Lambo! The ground just repoed it. What? The F-bomb? What? Goodbye, beast. Oh no, it's a beast duo. I wonder what I'll ever do. Me too. Real annoying. Beast is behind you. You might want to run. No, there's 2 of them. Yeah. I'm coming. Dude, I about got you killed right there because you moved like that, bro. I got you though, little homie. Wait, his. Alright, you good? Hey, there's some shields over here. Let me get this real quick. We have not got a kill, like, in a while. Those monster teams probably were killing everybody. I got big pots, I'm good. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, me too. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody. We were gonna do... What, is it bad? Good Pip and Cheerio. I mean, I don't really see anybody. Build mode is for wuss. Build is for junkies, man. Nah, I'm joking. I've tried build, but I get destroyed, bro. I'm a mantle demon in build. What's wrong? I don't know. Oh wait, there's the other medai. It's on the island. They're up here. These are them. Get in the water, they can't do anything in the water. He's running. He is running. Yeah, the monster's running. I don't know where he's at. Yeah, I'm gonna leave those cars alone. I'm just gonna fight this monster guy. Hi, daddy. Bro, what in the world is this kid commenting, bro? Bro. Whatever you guys do not reach out. That is crazy. I'm good. I almost died right there. Crow. Yeah. Do something to make your health stay normal. I don't know, but that kid's dead. I think those kids that were the monsters are rebooted. I know, but I think we were too far away to hear it. Seriously? I'm coming. I actually didn't get any yesterday. We were doing customs all day. Yeah, I'm wondering where all the kids that wanted to play customs are at, man. Nobody's in chat. Oh, yeah? I know. I think he's trying to be funny, so I'm not gonna lay into it. Why am I not able to jump up there? There we go. The person was just standing still. Thought I was gonna move to the right. You there, bro? Oh, wait, he's in game channel. It keeps switching. It switched from game channel, bro. Now he's in party channel. Yo, you switched right back to game channels. Where are we at? Alright, there we go. Like right as I switched from game channel, you switched to party channel, and party channel to game channel. What the heck, man? What is going on? Oh, we'll just stay in party channel. Oh, yeah? Within the first week, I was done with the battle pass. And I can show you guys that I was level 200 on the first week. And I can show everybody how I did it. It's not hard, anybody can do it. Well, not only that, there's a certain map that will give you XP out the butt, and then you just play the game normally, and then you'll get it. You think you're the king? I'm the king. Bro, Nick 30's the guy. He's a little cringy at times and stuff like that, but, you know, overall, he's a good guy. Oh, yeah. He does off stream. Like, I'm the type of person that I'm not gonna, like, hate you for saying cuss words or anything, because I say them all the time. But I don't think younger people should be saying them, because it just sounds stupid, you know? Alright. We good. You wanna help me with Kovacs? Kovacs. No, never mind, I got it. I got the Kovacs done. We were doing challenges yesterday for like the whole game. I had to do Ascended Mist or Mythics only. You know, we were doing all that. Yeah, everybody was with me. Jack, a couple new supporters. We got Jack. We had Jax. We had almost everybody, bro. We had Jaden. Come on, launch over here, bro. We gotta go get Superman. Come on, Jax. We gotta go, man. Or not Jax. You got me saying Jax now, man. He's over there on the train tracks. Grasshopper. Come on, Grasshopper. Young one. I can do memes so good. I don't really think I do memes that well. But where's the island at? That's where we need to go. I just RKO'd that tree, bro. Someone's probably already got it. I mean, that's all you, bro. They took away the grapple glitch, so I don't really use it anymore. The only way you can do the grapple glitch now is with the pistols, and that's it. And then it's super hard for control players. No, I don't want them. You got it. It's all you, bro. I just came here because you wanted to. Yeah. What's up to you, man? I'm not really into that shaking ass shit. Come on, young grasshopper. Why do people say Porsche? You said Porsche. Yeah. Superman's up here, so that's where I'm headed. Superman's actually half decent. Superman left. where does Superman go? He went to Crime City. Oh, he died. Now I can fight him. I did so much damage to him. Killed the Superman kid. Oh my god. All aboard! We're running these kids over. Oh, hey, no, to the no. Yeah, just have to click the trigger. Where'd the bus go? I just leave the bus behind and it just disappears. How the hell did it end up over there? Oh, my bad, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hit you. All aboard the magical school bus. You guys ever read those books as a kid? Not really. Only 20 people left. Look, there's your Porsche. Well, Rocket League had it first. You get the Lambo, I got the Porsche. Medallion squad's right here. Or this gun sucks. It's the enhanced spy rifle. Like, it's good, but it sucks for range. It spreads too much. No, that's normal. The spread on it, I don't like. No, I got a big pile. I'm good. I can't really understand you with your brother in the background, bro. It's not your fault. I hear you though, bro. I hear you. There is a lot of good loot in the very beginning of the chapter. Like the pom-poms and ranked. Yeah, I didn't think that'd be a thing, but it was. No. Goodbye. Damn, why it only spawns from there? It only spawns from the person. No, I'm good. That's all you. Zoink. Oh, me too. Yep, 1,000 ships. Got a while until then, though. And our newest contestant of getting fucked on the screen is you. Oh, run away, come back, and boom. Goodbye you, and goodbye you. No. Oh, run away, come back, and you thought. Hey, let me see that cape. That kid's cape. Just make sure you didn't get it. There's a gold cape in there if you want it. It has like 90 left on it. It's like right in there. Bye, people. Are you ready for the crown win? You know what you sound like? That little kid on Loser Fruits. You're that little kid on Loser Fruits stream. I'm ready. I kinda got left behind. Alright, go on a field trip. Let's see what we do. Oh, I can't be in there. There's copyright music. I cannot be in that. Oh, you good, bro? You gotta go to the circle anyways. Oh, last people. I just no-scoped that kid 3 times. What do you want to do? I'm just checking the edges of the circle to see if the last squad. Yo, that's crazy. Here, you can put the car in the garage now. No, I got you. It's able to go in the garage now, bro. Yeah, I made it. I made it some room. Come right in. Oh, it fits.
Vital. I'm vital. I'm everyone's
Hold on, how do I turn off the party royale?
vital.
How do I turn it off? Okay, why? It's why. Okay, where are these kids at? Oh, I see him. He's lagging. Is all you? Kill his partner. Good stuff, bro. Gave him some fake hope. Yeah, the one I clipped you on and posted 3 videos about. I'm tired. It's not bad. It's good. It's bad compared to what we had yesterday, but you know. Well, one of them's me. I'll have to so I can reach out. Are you watching the stream? Kanye? Oh, Piggy Epic. Oh my god. Well, if they did that, then the mountains, you would just smack them, you know? I'm running. No, they're real people though. They're not good, they're just real. This dude is an idiot. He just took 100 damage to himself, bro. They're not good at all, bro. That's all they do, bro. They landed before me, so they got a gun. I ain't playing that today, to be honest, bro. I'm not gonna play that today. You can play Reload if you want. Or Blitz or something. You got the what? I mean, we could just do an FNCS watch party. We can watch the heats. This thing. Yeah, you can watch the people play. The oldest skin in my locker was the soccer skin. Yeah. This is probably what I'm gonna do, is I'm just gonna have this playing while I'm gone, and you guys can just be watching the stream. Cause I'm gonna be at my grandparents, or not my grandparents, my aunt's dinner. She's having a dinner for my grandma. Her birthday was recently. And yeah, I'm gonna bring my fishing pole, go fishing while I'm there, and have a good time. I got a pond? Yeah, we got 2 ponds. Yeah. The only thing bad about the watch party, though, that I'm trying to do is that Fortnite has that sleep mode thing. How do I disable that? It's cool, bro. Sleep mode, where's sleep mode? Never. Okay. I gotta look up how to make it where Xbox doesn't do it either, because Xbox does it after a while.
Hey, but he needs to see if he can find this solo directly underneath him. Knows that there's a member there, but so does Ogre. He's not trying to give him a chance. Blaha, 1 build is all that remains. If he doesn't find this next elimination ASAP, Takada, he might not even have the HP to try and play with it for much longer.
I kind of like the position. The issue is there's a lot of trios close by, and that's not what you want to run into as a solo, as Blaha's now thinking of his options. 1 build on the board.
I got a full screen.
Pull down running low on that misform is going to be able to use it, as he puts himself not fully ahead of zone, but in a great position here actually to withstand just a bit longer. Sened is going to go down. 1 quick pump is all that it took. The refresh comes through now. He has the mats, but unfortunately, Ref's guard is going to finish it.
Apparently.
The dangers of playing backside of zone, you forced to give away your position when you're just looking for any kind of refresh.
What is this?
Pick up though for Refs. Gonna give him a little bit more material to work with.
Oh wait, that's build. I ain't getting in that. Hell
sort
no.
of relief height spraying down into where he was just at. And that's the kind of control that you need to see from the team on height. You want to punish these players in the lower layers. It's Kovacs, also Solo.
Find a way that I can.
So many teams losing a member or two along the way. And Resguard just found another big elimination, but unfortunately
There we go.
spotted out and will finally meet his end in this lobby.
Good amount of eliminations.
Why is it so blurry?
Right for Ghost and his trio up above as well. They weren't able to hold on to height last game. Now they have another shot at it.
No, I can see
with
it.
just
Just
8 trios up and running. They're getting closer and closer to being able to close this one off. So many solos doing what they can. Rickboard goes down. Skavi with a huge pickup now, doing what he can for Trulex and Teeny as the medkit's going to come through. A bit of heal off as Jewel now has to decide, okay, are we going to play this heal off? Are we going to drop down? Are there any teams on second height that are looking to contest us? How do we end up winning this match?
That could be a big pickup for Firen, but unfortunately, Dwag looking to shut that one down. Dommel jumps in, but that was a little bit too aggressive there. Kashi, Relvis, Firen immediately taking full advantage of those last-minute jump-ins, but Hyper going back overhead. This is going to make things really difficult now for Kashi and Firen to withstand the pressure. Big refreshes. Dan Debuzo and
Dragging in the
Ali
middle.
somehow still skirting by in this low ground, and so much loot in the backside of the zone.
The fight for height begins. Firen, is he going to be able to hold on to it? Looks like it wasn't even much of a fight
I'll
at
be
all.
back.
They instantly gave it up, but actually, they're looking for the chop down. Just 2 more builds connected. Hyper, can you do it? The chop comes through as now the trio up above is going to fall down. This battle means everything. They have to be careful with the players down low. They could disrupt this initial challenge, but it looks like Kashi and his trio are going to continue holding on to the high ground.
Nobody has any materials. Finally, Hyper takes out Howley. That type of material could be the ultimate difference maker here. Takata, team on height, still looking to see if they can play this to their advantage. They're going to finally get chopped out. Kashi, though, immediately loses Relvis and Firen, but he can't withstand it. Jewel take over at the very last second. It was so down to the wire here, Takata, but high ground ultimately paid off.
They got the job done. From Demon's Domain in game 1, Ghost, Hyper, Jewel, they were contested. They said, you know what? We got high ground in game 2. We weren't able to close it off. Let's play it safe for this next match. We'll land Flooded Frogs. We'll play for height once again. You can see exactly how they ended up overtaking it. And this time around, they did actually run out of the materials, but it was in those final moments where all they had to do was take that 3 versus 3 and being able to land their shots, being able to come out on top is what granted them that spot in the EU Major 3 finals.
Everybody had to essentially win their ones, and that's exactly what took place for the most part here. Jewel was just on fire with that unstable yoink. The benefits of having that exotic at the last moment there could not have been a bigger thing to witness, Takata. But of course, that's not the only thing we saw. We've got our lovely Des to take it from here.
All I'm saying is, guys, you gotta ribbit to win it, because there is something about Flooded Frogs that makes winners this season of Fortnite. Levin, how did you feel about that win from Julian team? Because this is more of a rookie team compared to some of our other trios, but they showed that high ground take before wasn't just a fluke, and actually it was something they could make good on in the end.
Yeah, this time around, right? I feel like they managed the situation a lot better, didn't they, Minnie? They didn't have as many threats in terms of people going for it, but they applied the pressure needed to hold on in the crucial moments.
Yeah, and I think when the team did decide to try and jump up and try and take height off them, they sort of gave it up a lot better. They didn't try and fight it. They understood their situation. They dropped down, and what they did really well was they actually got back together as soon as they could. It was like a game of zero build then at the end, wasn't it? Just everyone just trying to fight each other, but it was a really nicely played game from these guys, and a sign of hopefully for what's to come when it comes to the major finals. They now have first dibs on a drop spot that they can choose in terms of where the what the drop map's going to look like, so we'll see how that can change as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a great game for them. I think Jewel, when you look at Jewel, especially Hyper and Jewel, both players who, again, you might not be familiar with them if you're watching EU. They're not players who are typically in the grand finals of FNCS as often. Hyper and Ghost making their first, Jewel's been in one. But they're players who are always making waves in like some of the previous rounds, like the semis and, you know, different group stages and whatnot. So the talent's definitely there. Hopefully we can see them apply it in the final.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how our Major 3 final lobby is going to be shaping up. We have 2 more teams to send through via Victory Royales and 5 more to confirm through consistency. So let's head into this break, and when we come back, we'll have game number 4. Welcome back to FNCS Major 3. I'm so excited to be in the Group 1 action that my headphones keep falling out because I'm just wobbling my head like, what's happening? What's going on? And what happened in Game 3? Luckily, I have 11-2K and Mini Miner to talk about with me. That was a really difficult game for a lot of our trios. That 7th zone, the water zone, was really a giant eliminator. But let's talk about some of the trios that were particularly affected. Mini Miner, we saw Fredoxy fighting for his position in the game underneath a building at one point.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough for a lot of our teams. Sakata mentioned it on the cars. Those water zones, they're great to watch. I mean, when I'm not playing, I absolutely love watching them because there's a lot of chaos and nobody knows what's going on. But for the players, that's exactly the problem. It's really, really tough to make those rotations. And we saw some teams do it to certain degrees, some better than others. Sometimes teams can get benefit from that when it comes to surge damage, but it's so chaotic. It's so difficult. And as you mentioned, Fredoxy right there, not even in the top 10. So really struggling at the moment to really make their waves in these games.
That is quite shocking. They do have 2 more games to try and up their points and maybe get a victory royale straight through to the finals. But let's take a look at 4th place. Technically number 1 in terms of in terms of their position on the leaderboard right now. Ciao, Kaisers. Maciek, 11, are you surprised to see this trio doing so well in consistency?
Somewhat, maybe not so much. I think when you look at Pachawa and Masiak, both had great seasons this year so far. I think the big thing obviously is that last game wasn't the best for them, right? It struggled a bit on Surge, where the first two were much, much smoother, and we obviously had two similar zones there. So, we'll see how they fare with zones that maybe aren't as favorable for them. Maybe, we see that a lot sometimes, Mini, right? We'll see teams where like certain zones is just like so comfortable, right? I feel like that's actually quite a Polish trait. Maybe we should start identifying that with a lot of our top Polish players, right? Certain zones is a breeze, others can be a lot more difficult.
Yeah, I remember these guys are sort of shaping up to land sort of that west side of Flooded Frogs. We've now seen 2 teams winning from Flooded Frogs, so it seems like that whole area has seen a lot of shifts in terms of who's landing there, who's rotating where. So for these guys, you're absolutely right. I think the zone's definitely playing a big part. This zone not quite as beneficial for them. Nice little solo clutch for a little bit there from Pachawa, but it was another one of those teams that really struggled with that water-type zone. But to be honest, they're not going to be too bothered. 147 points, 4th place, first on that consistency leaderboard. So ultimately, if they can keep doing what they're doing, they won't be bothered at all.
And guys, look at number 6, Trulex, Tini, and Skvit. This is a trio that only just got into the group stage in 97th place, and now they're 6th on the leaderboard, 2nd for consistency 11.
Yeah, super consistent games from them. Again, nothing exciting, nothing that's going to sit here and make me go, yeah, this is my team going for the global championships right now. But they're doing enough to get through to the finals, which I think is an important thing for them, Mini. It's about baby steps. Let's do what we can, get to the final, and then we can work from there.
Yeah, and I think that shows a lot of experience within this team. They've all had moments to shine. They've all had moments where they haven't played that well over the years. And I think they just understand that it's just about getting over the line, not trying to overextend, try and play for height. Even playing heel off right here, we saw Skivvy getting a couple of med kits and these bandages. He's not the sort of player that's going to be like, okay, let's just run in there. Maybe a little bit of a less experienced player would think, let's try and win the game. Let's try and solo clutch as much as possible. It's all about trying to get as many placements as they can. So for these guys right now, again, it's very similar. More of the same. Are they going to play for height? Probably not. But are we going to see them in that top 5 at the end of the day? I wouldn't be surprised if we did.
I don't know if we have time to see the leaderboard and check out page 2. It'll be interesting to see where Fridox's trio are currently standing. I think it was 13th going into this game, because obviously they've got a bit of a hill to climb now.
Yeah,
13th, so they can definitely do it. Convex, Shark, and Blacker, though, this is definitely a trio that I think we're expecting to see in the top 10 at the end of these next 2 games, Mini.
Yeah, well, they had a really good start, didn't they? They had a really, really solid start. They were playing those mid-ground layers really well. We saw them have a really good end game, and it hasn't quite gone the same for them, especially in that last game, Levin. You'd expect a lot better considering the placement of the zone compared to where they dropped.
Well, yeah, they were one of the teams that struggled with the zone, right? On that zone 7 pool, when it's like going towards Utopia City, they were having to traverse across the water. They ended up having to take a fight because they were below on surge, right? So it's not just struggling for the rotation. It's struggling to actually just even like stay in the game on damage. A couple uncharacteristic, missed shots from Shark there as well in one of those fights, and they end up going down as a result. But they're just on the bubble there, right? There's still a couple more games for them to get it done.
And meanwhile, inside the top 10, we have Howley and his trio. Not necessarily a team that I was going, yeah, guaranteed top 10, but they're looking really comfortable at the moment, Levin.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a team with, a bunch of experience in top EU lobbies. And so I think, again, they're starting to get comfortable in these ones. You're seeing here controlling space on low ground. It's something that, again, you see the best teams doing. And I think for these guys, if they can keep playing this way, they'll be, breezing their way through.
You expecting that many minor? Do you think we're going to see some changes after this next game in that top 10, given that there are some big names just outside?
Yeah, well, remember, this is, of course, the last 2 games, so these guys really need to try and go for the win if they're below on the leaderboard, so we'll have to see what these teams are going to do.
Well, let's see what they're going to do in Game 4 with Taco and Takata.
After the first 3 games today and a couple of our Victory Royale teams coming out of Flooded Frogs, Takata, I'm very interested to see who actually tries to take over that POI, but Game 4 will let us know.
The good news is you don't have to wait long. Just 2 more matches to be played out. There's a lot of big names kind of on that borderline. So technically, with the 5 trios that qualify through the Victory Royale, the other 5 through consistency, it's kind of like that top 10 that you're looking to get. Now, for Doxy, Pablo, and Chino, despite being kind of the #1 trio going in from the play-ins, they're in 13th spot, which is the same as where they placed in the last major, having to qualify through the last chance qualifier. Refsguard, on the other hand, here in Crime City, is also just kind of outside that borderline, which honestly scares me, Taco, because he has literally not qualified in the last 2 majors by 1 placement on the leaderboard. Literally 1 spot on the leaderboard away from qualifying in the last 2 major in groups. So hopefully this time around, being in 15th now, they can not only win this early game engagement, but also secure themselves a spot in the major finals.
Well, this is a big come up currently at Crime City. Probably one of the fastest decisive fights that we've seen for the off spawn. But yeah, Revscar definitely needs a win. It's been a while since we've seen him in a finals. I believe even stemming all the way through chapter 5. He was not able to find his way in to that battle bus for a final. So 2 years in a row essentially of missing out. But I think more importantly still, we're talking about the global championship being in France, right? We need to see some French players. Wow. Yeah. I think that's the big thing I'm also keeping an eye out for, but that'll have to be decided at a later date. Right now, Dan Depuzo, Halley, and Hizix, they're just trying to hold strong onto that consistency metric, and it does start with a good opening fight. Finding these early eliminations is going to set them up nicely for their mid game.
Yeah, this is good for the 4th match of the day. Having these kind of fights be cleaned up quickly is exactly what you need. Being able to kind of focus more on your loop path, your rotations, and setting yourself up without the risk of getting third-parted.
Slow and steady. You know that you're on your second to last match before the conclusion of a Group 1. And most of these teams do not want to spend a last chance qualifier. Klitschko, that is an unfortunate misstep. You never know when teams are just setting up, catch you off guard. These outskirt positions. Anton now trying to chase out Greg, and Greg doing what he can to get some space, but now another team in the distance. That could be the backup that Greg needs. Finally finding a little bit of breathing room to replenish some of his shield.
Hey, nice shots being connected though.
That's good teammate backup.
Player advantage. Backup coming in. This would be a nice fight to be able to clean up. Issue is 5 materials. It's always a little risky. doesn't know that a few wrong steps could mean everything here if he tries to group up with his teammates. Because they know even when they have to leave, you know, odds are they'll hopefully walk down instead of building new structures. Time will tell, so we can keep an eye on the feed for Sky Scroll Thomas, though. Just trying to do what they can to get that damage.
Still hovering around Rolling Blossoms farm. Makes sense. Zone hasn't necessarily pulled that far away from them, so no real rush to get their steps in for some of these cross-country rotates that we've seen other teams having to make with the zones today. Lorento and Wyver looks like they weren't able to get that immediate knock onto Zangi, despite the fact that he ran smack dab into the center of where this team was hiding out. And now Zangi calling in for the troops reinforcement. Rax, Belusi directly behind, but Timo, Lorento, the hesitation, it might draw more attention than what they're bargaining for. They've also got to really keep an eye out for Belusi and Rax underneath them.
Yeah, what do you do now, though? They already have a full, you know, hard mad build down below. You're kind of just going to trade shots. It's really difficult to go from this position to an actual winning fight. You can do a bit of damage, but it's going to take a lot of time unless a big shot does come through. 1 HP is what's left as the mist form's going to be used now, forced to play it slow and recuperate the HP. Belusi is doing what he can to keep his team up.
Yeah, Rax got sick of the wait. He was really just take matters up close and personal. Zangi fighting back though. Lorento going to be immediately knocked the moment he tries to open up. But Belusi, Rax, now they've got to back up Zangi. Their IGL has fallen for the time being. Belusi though, a bit of a health advantage here. Trying to see if he can close in. Knows that there's already 2 knock members of this team. And Rax trying to see if he can get the 3rd registered. They'll at least take their siphon refreshes while they've got them, since they're playing inside of the storm anyway, but they weren't quick enough. Gudenbri has now entered the fray.
Oh no. They heard the shots. This fight took too long. A full 3rd party gonna potentially come through. This res is gonna be crucial for Belusi and his trio to withstand that 3rd party after this fight, but being in zone, this is just not a great look.
Oh man, this is a completely separate team too, so it's not even like Wyver's gonna be able to warn Zangi, since those are the guys they were fighting initially anyway. But Cade, Vikbor, Gudenbri just sticking it out next to that reboot van. This is just not going to be an option for Rax and Belusi. They're just simply trying to crouch walk their way out of where all the commotion's taking place. They know this is
Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, I'm trying to think what went down here. There's so many trios just kind of boxed around this mountain, this hill. Some waiting, some trying to find an exit. They're in zone, but as the clock continues ticking, as you have 3 open inventory slots with no heals, you really gotta wonder, you know, what's gonna be the play moving forward.
It's not shocking to see them so pressed, though, for mats and loadouts. They had to spend so much early game time just playing for the reboot. And obviously the audio cue drew the attention of another team, locking them down. Shark comeback Blaha, though, on the other side, next to Shining Span. Kind of hovering around this gas station. Always likely to expect teams maybe wanting to farm a little bit of excess metal. And it's also just the fact that they're just trying to hold an edge position.
Euros, Krennic, and Dinas, though, are quite deep into the zone here. They've also traveled the most out of any team, as you can see from the quick stat, and it shows them doing it once again. Sometimes it could be from unlucky zones. Sometimes it could just be from your playstyle if you tend to take those safer rotates. But, you know, so far they don't look like they're in much trouble. Just making sure they're farming on the way, making sure they're kind of setting themselves up.
kind of see the way that the map is beginning to unfold, though. Some of those storm-hugging teams, as they start to press a little bit more inwards. Gonna have to be careful of watching overhead. A lot of teams already finding box positions on slight points of elevation. Teeny, Trulix, V. It's not gonna be super flashy, but to ever count Trulix out of a conversation for consistency in a set lobby type of environment, it's truly not shocking in the slightest to see that these guys are leading on the leaderboard for the consistency.
Yep, I mean, they have the stage set for them. They don't have to take any risks in the late game here. They don't have to force themselves onto high ground. They just have to make it and do what they can to keep getting a bit of eliminations, a bit of placement. It's kind of the best position you can be in these lobbies, especially in, you know, the final matches where a lot of the trios that are incredibly low on the leaderboard are going to be playing extra aggressive towards that high ground and towards anything that can kind of give them that win condition, whether it be a fight or even just positioning. But you know, so far, a lot of the trios that already have a decent amount of points are kind of choosing the safer route. They know Storm Surge might not hit as hard, and they kind of have that freedom to play a bit slower.
Shark hiding out for a moment. Faded and Tex don't seem to have any indication that Shark is even down here. Smart trap set, leaving that chest unopened. So that way Faded doesn't really have a reason to expect anything going down. But if he extends even a little bit further on that ramp, we might see a little bit of a mishap there for Shark, but continues to go by unnoticed. Certainly by now, starting to throw up a couple of fills behind him potentially. He's almost expecting that a shot's gonna be sent his way eventually there.
Making sure he's safe. Low-key, Sandguild. By Supernova now, just trying to see what Cade is up to. On the side. Do they know?
Plus about whether Sandguild and his team know. They're definitely looking for someone. So they are fully aware. You know, Cade's not out of the thick of it just yet. He's managed to escape that little segment of build, but he's just gonna hope that Loki and his team decide to make an early departure with the storm closing in. Even with them leaving, though, I would expect them to kind of just keep looking back, and that could potentially hold Cade inside Storm for a much longer period than what he was actually looking for. Nice shots, though, out of Momsy, Skyjump, and Refscar. That's a big refresh, max material. This is looking like a solid loadout here for Momsy, and I'm sure that the other members of this team are rocking pretty similar things.
100%. Good positioning here on the snowy side of the map. Nice little mountain to base up on. Interesting that Howley is actually leading the pack in terms of eliminations at double digits with 10. They have 3 as a trio this match, but a majority of those eliminations do come in the later half of the match. So, especially in these final games, you really don't want to be taking
clear, though, that some teams have different incentives in this fourth lobby. Trying to get a strong closure for a high placement could really be the separating factor here, as Craig does take out Tex. Faded could be in a serious... I was going to say it's going to be a bit of a hindrance, but of course it's going to be a problem. He's not even going to be able to get out. He actually gets knocked along the way. Craig and Wed, they're still needing to fight potentially. No, that immediate shift out, but loses his shields entirely, can never afford to keep a wall open too long with these DMRs kind of hovering around.
914 above, even with a teammate down. Quite impressive. As now they want to increase that number. The aggression coming through. You can see this is a trio that needs a big match, and they're going to do what they can to get it.
Yeah, and we could see the moment where things truly went south there for Faded. Wed just completely catching that nice flank angle. And then also providing backup for his teammate, that Tech's secondary elimination. It's gonna be a real damper there, but Vikbor, Gudem, Brigade, last thing on their mind is what might be left behind them. They've got to get a move into the zone, and not only that, Takata, but they need to find a fight immediately. They're just continuing to get peppered from pretty far out distances, and this is a really tough position to be in because you're getting tagged by Surge, you're getting tagged by other players in the lobby, and you're trying to take a fight, but you just don't have the health to do it. Gudembri gonna immediately get shut down. Cade knocked as well, and that is all she wrote. Vigren and the Ox will get that double revive on their knocked member. A big loss there. Could have been a nice come up, but instead, just gonna have to sit and wait for that final lobby to come through.
Yeah, that was quick too. That did not last long at all. I'm happy to see Thomas, Sky, and Skrull kind of suited up, kitted up to have a solid end game here. To be fair, if they have a good enough match, it could be enough to just straight up qualify them through consistency. They've started so strong already. Just one more big match is all they really need. Sened doing, you know, what he can to stay up above and take those shots onto the players rotating on in.
This is going to be a nasty zone, though, for some of these teams. When you have Island so deep inside of the zone, teams are definitely going to be taking note of the hype plays. For Hawa, it's hoping to get some surge damage on team behind, still sitting 3 below. Instead, we'll have to take a moment to heal. But Thomas HD, Sky Scroll, they fly on in with those misforms. And the opportunity now being lost for Perhala, Kaisers, and Maciak. They're trying to shift, look at different angle, see if they can find another unsuspecting team. 33, still 1 below.
There we go.
2 more to settle it, and it's Trulex that's fallen. Perhala, Kaisers, Maciak, they want it, but they can't afford to get caught in the lobby congestion.
Oh no, I don't like the look of this. A potential trio that's going to fight Thomas if they need Surge, and now Kaiser's up above, ready to kind of take those shots down below. I don't like the look for any of the trios on this side of the zone now that they also have to rotate along kind of the east side here. Kaiser's Brawlhalla have to kind of plan their rotate. They could rotate behind these players. Some maybe even have to be careful from that island. Luckily enough, we know that there's nobody up there currently. Shark, Blaha, Comeback. We've been waiting for a big match. Will this be the one? 446 above. They don't have those early game eliminations, but their eyes are on the final parts of this match.
Blaha and Comeback are just trying to establish a position that will allow Shark to do what he does best, and that is just get fraggy. But first, gonna have to try and settle the score here. Pablo, Fredoxy, Gino, they are sick of being left out of that top-end discussion here today. First 3 lobbies, clearly not going the way they had originally intended. Just 1 or 2 things completely sending their game plan south. A lot of it having to do, too, with some of these zones being very difficult for them to actually traverse through. But Perhala, Kaisers, Maziak immediately lobby focused the moment that they tried to shift where they were left standing. Zada claiming Perhala, just not allowing any sort of recovery opportunity here. And now Kaisers looks to try and play inside of the storm. He's going to be forced to just maybe use this medkit, but definitely hoping that he's going to be able to hang back.
Yeah, this is not the opens. This is not the play-ins. When you're at the group stage, you're up against the best of the region. They're not going to be missing their shots. So you have to be extra cautious when flying down from above and choosing your rotates, picking your paths. As Kaisers is just doing what he can to stay up, but it's a matter of time at this point. He has some med kits, a bit of minis, but to fully clutch this one out, 182 below. Thomas, Sky Scroll just applying pressure non-stop. It's going to be a tough one.
The only saving grace there really being that Thomas, Sky, and Scroll recognize we want to be able to continue boxing up in favorable positions. Team on height. Very peak of that mountaintop, though, Craig. They've got a solid position. Trulex Double revive effective from Skvia and Teeny earlier on, but so much lobby focus on that rotate. They go right into the heart of zone, and everybody just picking them apart for it. Teeny, the only one left, just trying to build all around them, but he's just got 3 shield potions, Takata, and so many players surrounding him.
A lot of weight on Teeny's shoulders for this second to last match. I mean, they're in 6th place right now, so they're in qualifying range, but anything can change in these last matches, so hopefully he's going to be able to clutch it up. Kaiser goes down. We saw the difficulty that he had moving forward from that zone. Thomas Sky Scroll making good use of the mist form to get on in. They have more than enough damage, materials, almost everything they need. They just do not want to get cracked here. They don't want to get lobby focused, and those extra mats are going to be worth it.
Not sold on how many heals they actually had, though. Even if you got damage, if you don't have HP working your way back up, these mountainous zones are going to be so problematic. Everyone having to expend so much material. Some players looking to try and tag along from the backside of zone. Franek, Dinas, Giras from the low ground. Haven't encountered anybody else just yet, but wave above, Rax, Zangi, Belusi starting to establish some priority positioning. Craig, Wed, and Klitschko, they've already got control of it, though. And this lobby might just fall into their hands if nobody's able to contest them.
Zone is pulling back. Island is going to be inside of this zone that pulls back. As Gyros doing what they can to stay ahead. They were blessed with a perfect zone. And it looks like Revsguard's going to be the trio that's trying to contest this low ground. Still 15 trios up. This is just the start of the end game. But Comeback already in issues.
Comeback drops immediately. Shark Blaha there to play supportive measures. But this is now time. They're going to have to sit and wait for Comeback to heal up. They might get caught in a little bit of the congestion on their next move out. Pablo for Chino. Big refresh there. Taking down Azat. Throwing the bodies back into their space claimed. Big refresh, though, for a leading trio as far as firepower goes, but they need to keep things rolling.
Rennick continuing down below, but have yet to fight another full trio on the low ground, just trying to apply pressure from the side. Blaha is going to get fully cracked. He has to be careful here as the zone is pulling further and further. They recuperate their charges on the dashes as Pablo, Fred, and Chino are doing what they can, even if it takes building on into zone. Are they going to look back up? But Pablo's gone down. They're going to have to play slower. They're going to have to pick up their teammate. Luckily enough, though, they are in front of zone. The issue is all the players are coming right towards them.
Scroll knows what's going down. Scroll's trying to break into their box. Wants to prevent that double revive. So much pressure applied, but the material count incredibly low. Pablo, Chino, Ferdoxy, they're back up and running as a full trio, and now Comeback from the low ground can't make it in. Just gonna be waiting it out for Lobby 5, but frontside is getting so dicey right now. Inside of the low ground, Thomas loses Scroll, trying to see if he can come up with something. He needs to just get any kind of siphon. Will pop his last small shield potion, buy himself a little bit more HP, a little bit more time. Split cost across the board here, though, with himself and Sky. There's a lot of players left in the background, and Thomas trying to see if he can get Dinas or Gears for it. Instead, Dash is just a little bit too far on that escape route, and he's cleaned up by the storm.
It looks like high ground, though. It might be getting overthrown, but you have to be careful when high ground is touching the island. You're just going to start floating as the players are now flying around above, thinking, what do we do? Do we go up to the island? Do we stay down? Chino's finds the position he wants to claim, and now in the clouds, the opportunity to shoot down below. The issue is, where is this final zone going to pull?
It doesn't matter, because right now they're not caught in the heat of battle here. All these teams stuck underneath the island. Giras, Franek, just trying to fight it out, but they're not going to be able to escape. These elevation
Where's he gone?
On for a lot of that. And
Before the break, Nafrizi, Sinead, and we went through to the Major 3 Grand Finals, and there's just one more Victory Royale ticket left in this lobby tonight. So we're going to find out who's going to be taking it very shortly. That was a very interesting endgame. We did discuss it before the break, but it mostly consisted of chaos on the low ground, and then Fredoxy trying to work out if he had enough heals to get him through to the win 11.
That's a way to put it. The way I'd put it is, Fredoxy was getting rage baited by the lobby. Like, the zone is just not pulling to the island for like a whole minute, it felt like. And he's just there gliding. And it's like one of those zones, Mini, where you know, if you're up there on the island, you're thinking, yes, I'm on the island, I get all this cover. And it's just like the zone's just pulling right in between, and it pulls on it for a second, and it pulls off of it again, and it's going towards the other one, but it's not quite there yet. It's taking its time, and it was just so frustrating for him. I know he must have been fuming at that moment. And then obviously in the end, you know, he doesn't have the heal off. There's only one barrel. There's not really much he can do there. But still a fantastic game in the context of how their tournament has been going, Mini.
Yeah, super impressive for these guys. Of course, they haven't really been doing that great. They're outside of that top 10 in that going into that last game. And I think the fact that Wheat, Nefreezy, and Syned actually won the game has actually benefited Fredoxy & Co. because, of course, they were just outside. Now a team that was inside of that consistency qual has now already qualified through the win. So now it just bumps them up even more. You can see them there in 7th place. Really nice position for them to find themselves in. Of course, not done and dusted yet. And I think a lot of people, myself included, were expecting them to come out with a win today. But it really doesn't matter how they make it as long as they do.
This is a trio that I would associate with being aggressive in their early games and just really guaranteeing that surge. Do you think that they're going to maybe hold back slightly going into next one, Levin?
Well, you know what? It's funny you say that because I'd agree that they are a team that's super aggressive. But I feel like at times today they have been holding back a bit more than maybe I'd expect. There's been a couple moments where I thought maybe if they hadn't been a bit more aggressive, you know, it could have benefited them. So we'll see what they pull out in this last game. Mini's talking about them needing a win. Hey, one more game, they can still do it.
They could still do it. And you know who else could do it? Refsgaard. We talked about him earlier today and was saying, you know what, he needed to have a strong game to get into the top 10. He's had a strong couple of games now, and he's been looking individually on form, Mini.
Yeah, he has. This is a really nice game for these guys, a game that they needed as well, boost them into that sort of top 5 contention. So really important. But I think what the most important thing for them now is going to be this next off-spawn battle. They've been on a little bit of a nice run here, Levin, but now it all comes down to this. Are they going to be contested? What's it going to look like? I'd imagine they will be, but it's all about that battle. If they can win it and then have a decent enough end game, they should be in that top 5.
Looking at the top 10 as well, just to see, Thomas was looking fairly comfortable in the top 10 earlier. Now he's on the precipice of falling out of it. We do not want the curse of Thomas coming one place short of making it to the next stage to happen today, Levin. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Why on earth would you even speak that into existence right now, Frankie? I don't like these bad vibes. That's real bad energy from you, Frankie.
I'm sorry, we've just got so many Danish players already qualified, okay?
You got to be careful with how we use our tongue right now. We can't be talking about Thomas coming one placement off. That would be a nightmare for all of us. Of course, we saw it happen in Major 1, right? He didn't qualify through to the major finals and then barely missed out on the Globals qualification last major. I want to see them secure this last game. Let's all, you know, cross our fingers right now and hope they can go through.
Yeah, they have what it takes. I mean, this is a team that we know they can make it happen in endgame. It's been a little bit disjointed at times today as well. We haven't seen the best of what we can expect from this team. I'm sure they'll work on it, but of course they have to get to those major finals. And they have one more game to do it. I think if there's a team in the lobby right now that I expect to have a really solid game, it's these guys. They have great experience. They have Thomas HD on the team as well, who knows how to make it happen in these moments. So I'm not too worried, maybe less worried than you, Frankie.
It's just small details, and hopefully if they can qualify through to the Major 3 finals in this game, then we'll see them iron those out. This is it, though, for Group 1, guys. Some of these players, their season in Chapter 6 ends after this game, and no one wants it to be them. Let's head to the battle bus for game number 5 with Taco and Takata.
Thank you, Frankie. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a bit nervous. The top 10 is looking almost like Group 1 already concluded. I mean, the names in that top 10, they're all big hitter names, but the issue is there's still one more match to be played out, and literally anything can happen in one match. A drop spot can get changed, an unlucky contestation, but all you need to do is maintain your spot if you're in that top 10, and if in the contrary, you're at the lower half of the leaderboard, you have to play for that win, and it all comes down to this, Taco.
This is the final moment. Players do not want to leave it up to that last chance qualifier to try and find that seat on the battle bus, because as we all know, Major 3 Grand Finals, Takata, that is the last opportunity to seal your fate at the Global Championship. So our final match of the day here for Group 1 underway.
We have our leaders from the play-ins for Doxy, Pablo, Chino in the top 7. Pablo did an amazing job with some solo clutches early on, but in this final match, we want to see the whole trio playing it well. Refsgaard, who's fighting for this qualification with Momsy and Skyjump. I mean, Refsguard back-to-back not qualifying by 1 place on the leaderboard in the last 2 majors has been devastating, even caused him to take a quick mental break and reset. So hopefully now we can see that trio perform in this last match and book themselves a spot in the finals. Thomas HD as well is literally the cutoff for that top 10. It's getting stressful.
Stressful for these teams just trying to fly into Utopia. They're already getting lit up by other members of the lobby. I got to land a little bit sooner. Hizix, having taken that early damage, it's gonna force him to play back for a moment, even if he has a weapon. Start trying to get a little bit proactive here, but this could be disastrous. Skyjump, Refscar, all he has is a DMR, and Skies is so healthy. They are just completely sliding by.
There's no way.
Skyjump, there is no way. I just witnessed that in 4K evidence. Is he invisible? Is he just like invisible to everybody else? Refscar need that superpower. Okay,
I swear I saw him turn around twice. Oh, this is devastating for Refsguard, Momsy, and Skyjump. The back-to-back 1 placements off qualifying, and now in the final match of the day after having won most of the previous early games. Skyjump's left alone. A potential other trio is going to take them out. 153 points is where they will end. The cutoff right now is 146. I don't know, Taco. That is a little too close.
It's a bit sickening. I'm gonna keep it so real with you, Takada. It's a little bit sick to the stomach to witness that go down, but it's not completely over just yet. Right now, they are just at the mercy of the performance of the rest of the lobby. Their best case scenario even would be one of those top consistency contenders right now on the leaderboard to find a victory royale in this match to just boost them a little bit further up from where they last stood before we entered this match. Howley, Dandy Buzo, and Hizix in a very similar fate right now to Refscar's team, though. These leading members of the leaderboard just having these early spills. It's just so detrimental to their overall game plan.
Yeah, I mean, Howley's literally number 11 right now with this trio. They're 1 spot off qualifying currently. So if they go down, it's 100% done for them for this group stage at least. Rick, Borcade, Guden. They're looking for a bit of action.
And they've definitely found it. Wyver from underneath. Cade still looking to try and make the approach, but no gaps just yet. Cade not even recognizing the fact that he's stumbling over Wyver inside of that cone. Might have caught a glimpse just then when Wyver chose to escape, but Wyver is out for the time being. Reekbor Gudenbri, though, now looking to make the collapse. Timo from behind just never had a chance to properly recover there. And this is a fast collapse, but Cade still trying to be careful on the approach. Will finally get a chance to tackle Wyver, and that is a nice 3-piece elim opener. And they're not the only ones looking to get the job done there.
Good start. Now, Saren, pumped power. A lot of trios like to play it slow in these moments to kind of pick off an unsuspecting player that's just going through his regular loop path, especially if you kind of put in the work beforehand. A lot of players tend to have habits in their loop path, whether it be like a key part of their drop spot, and being able to kind of wait for one of those paths to actually happen, being there before them. It's a good pick up a quick sneaky elimination. Poor Hawa now looking to see to make that happen with the bush. Will they go for those slurp barrels as it could lead to their demise?
It's just so enticing every time. Trap set and bait fully taken there. Kaisers for Hala Masiak with that opening elim. They just want to find the rest of it. Tex come through though with a heavy shot. Masiak will get knocked, but Faded having been eliminated too. That's just going to leave it down to Tex to try and recover, but for Hala, from a separate side, Texas not going down without a fight here, and for Awa, he's gonna have to work for it, but he will eventually find that final elimination. They'll opt for the double revive play.
That's what they needed, though. They got it. Quick 3 eliminations, ready to play out this last match. Quicks now. Not looking the best in terms of points, but all it takes is 1 win. That's what you love about these group stage formats. Even if you had a terrible initial start of the tournament, you could literally make it all up in the last match by winning the game.
We've seen how impactful positioning too can be. I mean, even Ferdoxy in that last lobby, right, was able to just get so many points hanging out overhead from where everybody else was at. But Sky, Scroll, Thomas, they know they've still got their work cut out for them. 10th place on the leaderboard heading into this final lobby, and they don't want to leave it up to somebody else to determine their fate. Thomas, Sky, Scroll, they want this battle here at Utopia to go their way. And Relvis, he gets knocked here. That's going to be a huge opportunity for Thomas's team to just immediately swing through. But Fieren still doing what he can to try and push them back. Not wanting to just roll over and give up their current location inside of Utopia.
That's what I love about experienced trios like Thomas, Sky, and Skrull is even if they're literally the cutoff of qualifying, and if they go down early, they wouldn't qualify, they're still not scared to look for those fights early on, and you know, those key aspects of being able to kind of withstand the early game. They'll look for that damage, they'll look for those eliminations, even if it causes a bit of risk. They're just so confident in each other.
Might also just be a little bit of PTSD there for Thomas too. The amount of times that he's been 1 point off of something, so every point he would know better than anyone in this lobby matters, especially most in these final moments here. But Ferdoxy, Chino, Pablo, Wingu, they had the big performance that everybody had been anticipating. Better late than never, after all, but ideally, they cement their spot on the battle bus with this final lobby.
Crazy how much pistol damage Ferdoxy has. I wonder why that is compared to all the other players.
He's so good with those kill switch revolvers. It's nasty. He's got like so many clips too. It's definitely fun to watch, but he has a great understanding, I think, of the range as well as just a strong aimer.
Hopefully we can see that happen in the last match, as they are very close to being in qualifying range. I mean, they just need a few points to secure it. Shark, Blaha, and Comeback, on the other hand, need a bit more to be happy with it, so making it to late game is a must for this trio.
This is a pretty crazy look by Pump Power, though, and this is also just the direct result of Wheaton, Afrizia, and Sened qualling from their win in the last lobby. So many other teams now looking to see if they can repeat that success from this location, but even rolling around looking for those third parties, and Shark had no chance to try and close that wall off. Now it's down to Comeback and Blaha, but they don't want to fight. You lose your primary fragger, you immediately try to disengage. Blaha might not be able to follow suit, though. Owl just trying to cut him off in the process, and Blaha will be forced to box. Take a moment here. Snowzy low enough, though, that Blaha will manage to at least create a little bit of space here, but look who's rolling up to this area now. Pablo, Wingu, and Ferdoxy's team. Blaha and Comic won't have any other choice but to bail as deep into zone or storm as they can.
Yeah, it's a good disengagement from Blaha and Comeback. Even though they were able to get a good amount of damage disengaging, they still chose to keep running. They want to play it extra safe here. Bring Shark back into the game. Blaha's gonna have to pick up his teammate now. No whites, but I think there is a vending here, so yeah, they will be able to hopefully heal up a little bit, not get a med kit. Look at the other duo, though, close by, or even a full trio.
Think about how much time has been spent now for Blaha and Comeback throughout the course of this whole process. Even with Blaha finding this revive onto Comebacks, if they look to play for the reboot with Shark, it's all going to be them having to focus on just putting those folks back into a steady position. And Klitschko's trio, they might not even allow that opportunity. Comeback, Blaha immediately looking to separate. They could tell there's no way that they can go back now. But Wed, Craig, Lichko, they might just choose to trail them.
Stop the play. We can see how they were able to kickstart this with the quick E-limp as Rax, Belusi, and Zangi don't want to take any risks at 135 points currently. It's difficult when you're in that position when you're like barely outside of qualifying range and you know all you have to do is make it to the late game and pick up a few eliminations. Oof, so much potential for danger in this last zone with where it's pulling towards.
Easily, but Rax, Belusi, and Zangi seem like they've got some kind of plan figured out here. They're just going to choose to wrap all the way around Outlaw Oasis, kind of using this natural mountain coverage. Makes sense. Don't want to get lit up by teams that are already in those elevated positions inside of the actual zone. Kaisers, Prahala, and Maciak, though, they got scrappy earlier on. Even with those 3 eliminations, they still find themselves kind of getting stuck in some of these long-range battles. But it's all for a good cause. They want to prevent anybody else from kind of challenging their elevated position.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be a little slow from here on out. You can see 65 players left at this point. A lot of the ones that really needed something big at the start of the game have kind of risked it to play aggressive, and either they got those picks or it didn't quite go their way. Storm Surge isn't gonna hit as hard as it has in all the previous matches. And players like Thomas, Sky, and Scroll that are literally the cutoff of qualifying have their eyes on the later half of this match. And with having qualified for 23 out of 26 FNCS finals, Thomas HD not only qualifying, but being what we say the most successful player to have yet not won an FNCS. Seeing him not qualify today would be devastating. Levin said it, don't even think about that possibility yet. Let's see how this game plays out. As for Doxy, Chino, and Pablo are finding a way to put themselves back in.
For Doxy, Chino, and Pablo, already know that sure we can try to run this one down, but it's also registered for them that a siphon could be a great way. They have men miss to play with, though, so they're not really pressed for time here by any means. They're just kind of trying to keep track of that team on the low ground. But what I really wanted to revisit here, Takata, is that we have teams that are obviously outside. Dan DiPuzzo knocked yet again. Howley cannot catch a break. Hizix, Dan DiPuzzo, and Howley have definitely been getting active, though. 3 elims there for Dan DiPuzzo. The fact that they were even brought back in, they have been clawing their way through the dirt here. Shark and Blaha hoping that they can play off of this reboot, but this might be a devastating result here. Once that double revive comes through, Hizix, Dan DiPuzzo, Howley, they're on the move. They've got the audio cue. No, it's been confirmed, but now Shark, he's gonna get picked apart here. Combeck barely gets the chance to land, and it's no good. Only Blaha left standing here. Howley still leading the charge. Doesn't even care that he's nearly lost every single bit of his shield. He knows he's got the numbers advantage here, but Dan DiPuzzo, Howley, they need to find this final elimination. They're gonna play spoiler here for Blaha if they do, but this could be the moment to determine how the rest of this match goes, how the leaderboard shapes up for them too. Blaha gonna dash in! Bigger shot onto Howley, but he can't finish! And Howley holds his own. This is everything you could have possibly asked for if you were in Dan DiPuzzo's position, but you have to feel for Shark, Blaha, and Combeck.
Needed a big pump. I think he was, what, 5, 7, maybe 10 damage away from getting the knock, and if he had that, it would have been a high potential to clutch it out, but nice attempt overall as we switch over to Chino, Prodoxy, and Pablo, who are also trying to play for the qualification here. It's difficult to know what the cutoff is going to be. It literally could be 168, it could be 200, could be 210. It really depends on who performs in this last match, who qualifies through that victory royale, but what you have to have on your mind is just perform the best you possibly can, and whatever happens, happens.
But for these teams that are kind of two things, Takata, like the teams that are just outside of that top 5, consistency on the leaderboard, and then also the teams that know they have zero chance of getting into that position on the leaderboard. They've got to just play for the win. What do you think would be the biggest determining factor, just from what we've seen here today, for one of those teams to try and get that final hour victory royale?
It's take risks. A lot of those risks, you know, you don't want to take when you're playing for consistency, because obviously it increases your odds of getting eliminated early on. But if you want the win and you want your odds to be higher for that win, you need to have mobility. You need the miss form. You need as many dashes as possible. You need a good amount of materials, a good amount of loot. And for that, you might have to take fights. You might have to go for those eliminations and not just, you know, do a bit of damage here and there. And being able to not only take those risks, but come out on top, have a good amount of loot, and set yourself up in the later half of that mid game to then take the risk once again playing for high ground. It's not easy, but it's what you have to do.
Taking a shot on yourself. But when it matters most, all these players know, especially if you want to be a contender in that grand finals lobby, you just have to find it, dig deep. But for right now, Trulex, Teeny, Sveen, they've had a very consistent day. And I think that that's really all they're looking to replicate at this point. Takata just spraying teams, making their approach from the back of this edge of zone, doing a lot of good work even at holding some of these teams. I'm sure their surge has got to be looking healthy, and I know one thing that kind of dragged on them in that last lobby was they were having some issues with Jez being barely above that surge threshold. So it forced them to maybe play inside of the low ground for probably a little bit longer than they were hoping for. But I do think it's interesting that today we have seen wins being forged both from low and high ground.
Yeah, well, luckily enough for this last match, they shouldn't have much to worry about with the zone pull that they just got. Dead center in an elevated position. Now they'll have more than enough option to these players around them. Rotating on in. Kovacs, on the other hand, 93 points. It's gonna need to be a big one. Maybe a second place with enough eliminations, but you know they kind of have to go all or nothing here.
You still got to build those points off the eliminations, still got to deal with teams boxed in those elevated positions too. It's not going to be easy to move through this landscape, and sure enough, Kovacs already eating a handful of tags there. Forced to pause, use up one of those shield potions. They do at least have those dash sprite charges to work with, so that could definitely help them cut towards the front side, but it looks like their intentions are definitely to try and stick to low.
If you're Sky Scroll and Thomas, I'd be feeling pretty good right now. You just cannot make any grave mistakes. And with the experience this trio has, I'm not really too worried about it, to be fair. Play it by the book here. They don't even need a win. They just need to get a decent placement in this final match, and hopefully none of the trios that are kind of way down below make that risky play that we were talking about previously onto Thomas, Sky, and Scroll.
It's just interesting to see all the different points of elevation that some of these teams are kind of getting stuck inside of. Howley looking to wrap around this mountain face. He only has one charge left though in the miss form. Takata losing that mobility. If they're not able to find a dash right or some other form of movement, things could get very problematic. And considering how far they've come after that start, Takata, it is incredible. Surely they've got to have a little bit of momentum working in their favor.
Surely, right? As I might have spoke too soon. Thomas was cracked, but doesn't seem to be too much of an issue so far. It's almost okay for them to use a bit of extra mobility when they get kind of an unfortunate zone pull like this one. Literally opposite side of the map from where they were based up, so even if they use a lot of the mobility, their goal doesn't necessarily have to be to win this game. It's use all their materials, use all their heals, and get as far as they can with that.
You want to talk about materials? Howley, his extended Puzo, they are suffering currently. They're going to run smack dab into another team, also dealing with firepower. Shots coming out of Perhawa across the water here. Howley, his extended Puzo, though. They've just got to close in on these eliminations. They need the refreshes desperately. They're also below on the damage threshold. Big connection, though, out of Howley. There's going to be a slight difference maker here. 12 above now, so at least won't have to deal with the surge ticks between himself and Dandapuzzo. But losing Hizix, now a duo, and they still need a strong finish here if they want to find themselves confirmed, but it's just all falling apart. Dandapuzzo now trying to break through this last line of defense into the edge of zone, but hardly any material to work with, breaking over the water. He's having to expend so much of his mats already, and he just can't get inside. Craig immediately forcing them back, and that might just be the end of their run here.
Yeah, getting tagged by without having shield, it kind of shows that white tag to your opponent saying, you know what, come fight me. I have no shield right now. You probably have the advantage. And that's exactly what ended up happening. Thomas, though, was able to pick up quick elimination. 155, so they're still probably now even below that cutoff potentially with these other players that have been securing a good amount of eliminations. But this is where the pressure's on. This is where all these trios have to make it count for Hawa. They have to recuperate a bit of that shield, but still looking healthy enough.
But they've been sticking to that low ground. Surely probably gonna also try and take notice of a team if they do look to base up on height. Maybe look for a later height take, but I want to talk about height. It's all Sky, Scroll, and Thomas HD. They are investing so much material, and for good reason. Very favorable zone pool for right now. It's gonna give them a good leverage on the rest of this lobby. Teeny with that medallion though, dashing through, goes by pretty much unnoticed here. And frontside low is now gonna be Speed, Trulex, but Chino, Prodoxy, Pablo, they might have something to say. Unfortunately, they gotta deal with the rest of the lobby first.
This is not a lobby you want to deal with. 274 above is the good news, though, so they don't have to aggressively look for tags. But if the opportunity presents itself, why not capitalize on it? Issue is, like you mentioned, Taco, 7 builds. Depending on where this zone pulls, they might have to kind of make that risky play, but this is not a position where you want to take risks. Getting ahead quickly here and having your opponents rotate towards you would be ideal.
They're at least getting some good tags. They can tell that there's definitely some issues brewing for those teams a little bit further east from where they were at, but Sky, Scroll, Thomas stuck inside secondary height for right now. Certainly seeming to have intentions to go back to their height control, but until then, Mithrofan, Chuck, Azat, they'll be the ones looking to spray down. And Pablo Chino still inside of the low, but under so much rest. Hottie just runs smack dab into Pablo shotgun, though. That is a big pickup here for Prodoxy and Chino. The refresh they all needed.
Massive pump, putting them back in the game now. Able to recuperate those dashes, able to heal themselves back up. All they have to do is continue playing ahead. 189 points. Where will the cutoff end? Is now up above. High ground continuing to be uncontested. Kaiser's doing what he can to push themselves up that leaderboard. 177 might not be enough. They still have to get the job done.
It might boil down to a difference of elimination points here. Sky, Scroll, Thomas, all they want is the front side. And they'll deal with the rest after the fact. But Sky continuing to tarp out a little bit here. Teeny, Speed, Trulex, they've definitely been focused. And Teeny just gonna sit inside, wait for his teammates to provide opportunity to break out. Azan and Chuck now, though, just looking for a double revive. It's late, but they're gonna get away with it because nobody else is up here on height to do anything about it.
This is actually huge for them. They need the win if they want to end up qualifying, and they're getting closer and closer. The issue is now is going to be the time where these trios that are second height start to kind of look up and say, is there a possible retake in our grasp? As Pablo, Fred, and Chino trying to get into the 200-point range. They're gonna use the bird to get up ahead, but the issue is so many players are out of mats, so many players are falling down low, but Pablo, he does not care. He picks up another huge elimination coming through as they continue to power on through.
Thomas just got the rank up, but it doesn't matter. We'll have to wait and see whether or not they were able to clutch up enough points to keep themselves inside the consistency, but Pablo, Prodoxy, Chino, they're just breaking through These low ground pre-existing builds gonna shift up one layer, and now Fredoxy, Chino, and Pablo, they're looking to pick apart some of this mid-section. Teeny's feet and Trulex, though, happily still in control of front side. They're gonna tank a little bit of the Storm Ticks even just to make sure that they have the optimal positioning. And Pablo has a solo from behind. Sees Zangi, can't spot out sure, running around is just vision so limited inside of that med mist. And all of these players way more fixated on just getting into zone.
Pablo, the MVP of the trio today. He's clutched out so many points as a solo, and now in the final match, looking to do it once again. Show us why you deserve this qualification. Ends up going down. They got more than 200 points as Giras, Dynus, and Frantic. They took height.
Hawa wasn't able to stick it out on the low ground. Sangyo, Loki, and QB inside the secondary height now. This could be a real shining opportunity here, but they are low on material. They have to hope that the lobby continues to thin itself out, but with Frenek and Dinas up above, it's going to be very difficult for these teams on low if they don't have builds to work with. Team on height could just completely take advantage of it, but Sangyo, Loki, QB, they're trying to get involved. It's Trulex just in front on the low, and they can't get through the builds. They're forced to use the misform early, and that's gonna leave them so exposed to Teeny coming through with big pump shots.
Full healthy trio down below. Sanghild goes down. Looks like it's gonna be a 3 versus 3 height versus low. As Frenek, Giras, and Dynus, they go down. Dynus with a big elimination now. All that's left is the full trio. Teeny gets cracked. One more shot needed to connect. Don't miss, he gets it now. The 2 versus 1. The mist form being used. The escape route coming through, trying to block the siphon from skip. Initial group. We still have 2 more groups to go, but that's gonna be it on the casting booth for now. We'll be back for group 2 and 3, but we have to close this out on the desk. So Frankie, Levin, Mini, take it away.
Thank you so much to Carter and Taka. I don't know how you're holding it together in that end game there, because I was just racking my brain going, okay, right, who's still in the top 10, who's just outside the top 10? Obviously, you want someone who is in that top 10 to get that victory royale, right? And of course, it went the way of Trulex's trio, a trio that actually, in the pre-show today, we had the biggest doubts about. They scraped through into the group stage, 97th in the play-ins, Levin. But now they're clearly a team that can pull things together when it matters most.
Look, barely made it in, barely make it out. I mean, it is the runaway job, Mini Miner, for these boys, but they will absolutely take it.
Yeah, they'll be happy with this. All that matters is getting there. And as we spoke about at the beginning of the show, these guys have so much talent. They have so much ability within the team that they can pop off when it comes to these major finals. When it comes to lands, they can do what it takes to perform well. And it's just about getting there. For Trulex, it couldn't have ended in a more sort of fitting way for him. We know him as the sort of heal-off king when it comes to the medkit specifically. And he showed us yet again what he can do when it comes to those situations.
I mean, really nice way to wrap up the day for that team. Again, they have plenty to work on going into the major finals. Groups are always a different beast, but to make it out, decent performances, quite consistent on the day as well at times. I think they'll be happy with the result today.
Let's take a look at the 5 teams who did book themselves a spot in the Major 3 finals via a victory royale. Obviously, we've just seen our 5th team to win, Trulex, Teeny and Scree. But if you cast your minds back to the beginning of the show, Vanya, Marius and Pixie, it was just a textbook classic game from those guys, Levin.
Yeah, really well played. Honestly, I almost forgot they played in this lobby, man. They did it so quickly. They were in and out, and now we're probably just not even going to have a chance to watch them play or do anything now until grand finals. But it's fine. They're going to be a major force. They are our reigning champs for a reason.
Yeah, for sure.
We know exactly what to expect from them, Minnie. That's the thing. But Vidil, Cringe and Volko, we were not so sure going into this one, given Vidil's shock departure from Savage and Reason last season.
Yeah, I was going to say, really impressed with how these guys played actually today. You know, we had a few questions going into it. I know I had a few questions about how they were going to play, how they were going to approach the games, and they seemed to be really comfortable down there on low ground, finding eliminations, finding frags. Looked like a solid, proper team. So really excited to see what these guys can do come the major finals.
It's also really exciting to see this format reward some of those teams who just like find that kind of lightning bolt that they need in game. So Hyper, Ghost and Jewel, they took our 3rd game of the day. And yes, Levin, you say that this is a team of players who've been playing a long time, but they don't necessarily have that much major finals experience. And now we're going to get to see what they can do in a fully stacked lobby in a couple of weeks' time. However, who else is going to be joining them there? We're ready to take a look at our consistency leaderboard and find out the other 5 trios to qualify. For Doxy, Pablo, Ingo and Tino, they just managed to pull things off in the end because it actually looked kind of tough for them. Gyrus, Frenex, Dinas, we're expecting that consistency. But if you cast your eyes down to the 5th place, Loki, Sanguild and Raw just about managed to clutch it mini minor, and it means that there are some big names missing out.
Yeah, there's one big name missing out. It's Thomas AC, man. It's Thomas AC not quite making it happen. I mean, you look at a leaderboard like that, and you usually look at the top. You're like, oh, who's on the... I was looking right at the bottom. I was looking at that 5th place spot. Was it going to contain Thomas, Sky, and Scroll? It doesn't. They're going to have to do it through the last chance qualifier. Not ideal situation for them. So, yeah, really unfortunate.
Levin, you can take a look at their games, though. You can see what they need to work on, and there is the last chance qualifier coming up in a couple of weeks. So that's something we fully expect them to do well in, although there are going to definitely be some big names that they're up against for those last 3 spots.
Yeah, I mean, this team is more than good enough to be in the major finals. You know, it's a tough situation for them. They absolutely should be there. Bit unlucky on the day, and then you know it happens. But I have no doubts there'll be a team that really pushes in that last chance qualifier.
It's just really unfortunate that it's 11th. It's just one place again. But let's move on and just talk a bit more about the teams that have made it today as well. Brajawa, Kaiser and Machek, they had some fantastic games, a couple of unlucky moments. But are you excited about the potential for this trio going into that final, Minnie?
Yeah, super excited. They had a couple of wobbles during this tournament, but they made it count there in that last game. So, you know, they're a team that can clutch up. Seemingly, they have the potential for it. So, intrigued as to what those guys can do when it comes to the major finals as well.
And we mentioned Gyrus' trio with Frenak and Dinas. We were expecting those guys to do well, given that these guys have got so much experience of doing well in the group stage, consistency-wise. Are they a trio, though, that you can see wielding the blade of champions at the end of Major 311?
Not right now. Not right now. But look, these guys are in a good spot. I feel like they are sort of what Gyrus has been for a couple of years now. They're sort of the furniture of the lobby. You know what you're going to get out of them. They're a top team who will make it to major finals consistently. It's just about, you know, the right things working themselves out in a season and maybe give them that push to qualify for the global championships. I think that's the goal for them.
Yeah,
Can I draw your... Oh, yes. No, sorry. Please go ahead, Minnie.
What I love about these guys, of course, they got together last major, and in major number 1, Giras was actually coaching Dinas and Franek, so he actually decided to come on into the team. He developed a lot last major. They performed pretty well as well, and it just seems like this team are on that sort of upward trajectory. So to sort of give my take on it, I don't think they're necessarily a team that can win an FNCS yet, but don't be surprised if we see it maybe in a couple of years' time.
I'm sure we'll talk about it when we come to the finals, but also Rax, Belusi and Zangi. I didn't know that this was a trio that existed prior to the play-ins. I was interviewing Yanis, who Rax had been practicing with and playing performance evaluations with, and suddenly he's playing with Noah Riley again, who he played with in Major 1, and Rax is with this trio. So it's brilliant to see them doing so well. I'm going to go off and do a bit of nerdy research and find out more about how this trio has come together and done it so quickly. But in the meantime, I want you guys in the chat and watching around the world to let us know your predictions. Reach out. Who do you think is going to be seeing all of our qualified teams in the Major 3 finals? We have groups 2 and 3 coming up next weekend. And of course, tonight, we've got the North American action. Yes, Zeke will be geeking with the gang. So please do keep it locked here. They'll be here in a net for a couple of hours. Levin and Minnie, thank you very much for being brilliant. And thank you for putting up with me. That's not just to those guys, that's to you as well. We'll see you later, but stick around, as I said, for North America. See you on the battle bus. Sound that horn.
Square dance on the floor, this is not a ball. I'm above it all. Start, I see my glow up where you supposed to go. Proceed on the low, can't lose it, find the go. Leave me in the zone, I take your mind and then I smash your soul. Turn up the track.